Hey, today I'm talking about 3 Disney Channel original films, all from the early 2000s, and all about basketball. And the names of those 3 films are Double Teamed, The Luck of the Irish, and Full Court Miracle. Oh, this up is Double Teamed. This is a 2002 film, and the basic premise is it is inspired by a true story of these 2 very tall twin girls who were really good at sports in the mid-80s. Their dad wanted them to get scouted by volleyball scouts, so he transferred them from a private school to a public school, and at first they weren't really a fan of that, but then eventually they came around and it was fine. But then they got into basketball. That's the whole thing. And yeah, it was a cute, fun little movie. It definitely did not break the mold when it came to sports movies. It hit all the classic beats, a lot of stuff you would expect, but it didn't do them in a way that was annoying. It was just kind of fine. It was an easy and pleasant movie to watch. The standout is definitely the 2 leads. They're very cute, they're very charming. You want to like them, you want to see them succeed at their goals, you want to see them do well at basketball. And they did a really good job of making them seem like twins, but also had their own distinct personalities. I was definitely surprised when I realized that they're not actually twins. They're not even sisters. They're just 2 women who happen to look pretty similar. So like, kudos to the makeup team for making them look so similar. And then I also want to shout out the sound design, oddly enough, because I feel like they did a really good job of capturing the environment of a basketball court. They got all the squeaks and the floor bounces, the sounds of like the ball hitting the rim and the net, good net sounds, as well as just like even fabric ruffling. So like, kudos to the sound design team. You did a good job. Yeah, overall, it's not a movie that's gonna blow your mind by any means, but it's not a bad movie either. So would I recommend it? I would say yeah, if you want just a nice, pleasant, little, easy movie, go for it. It's not gonna hurt you, and it's not gonna change your life, but it'll just be nice, middle of the road stuff. Extra fun fact I learned because of this movie, when I was looking them up on Wikipedia to see what happened to them after, because I was confused that they didn't immediately join the WNBA when they graduated college in the early 90s. But turns out WNBA wasn't founded till 1997, with their first year not being till 1998. So it makes sense that the only way that they could actually play professional basketball post-college in the 90s was to do the USA team for the Olympics or go overseas. And that's what they both did. So yeah, just a extra little tidbit for you. Next up is The Luck of the Irish. This is a 2001 film, and I was pretty excited to rewatch this one because I remember loving this one as a kid. Like, I vividly remembered me doing like jigs and stuff in my bedroom and just like loving all the Irish accents and the red curly hair. And I'm sure that mentioning potato chips a million times made me desperately crave potato chips as a kid, but it's not great. It's not the worst, but it's not good. Like, the dialogue and performances are really awkward, especially the parents. And I do feel that it was intentional in the beginning because the parents were keeping the secret from the kid, so they're supposed to be kind of awkward, but like, not to the degree that they are. But I should say the basic premise of the film is this teenage boy is lucky at everything, but it turns out he's actually half leprechaun, and his lucky coin that he always carries with him is what contains all of his luck. So when someone steals it, he starts to turn into a small, red-headed, pointy-eared leprechaun. And I don't know, the story is just pretty boring. It's uninteresting. I just really couldn't be bothered to care. I will say the action of the 3rd act was fun. It definitely brought things around for me a good bit. Timothy Odmanson is in this, who I crazy love in general. I'm such a fan of his from Psych, and he really makes the 3rd act just worth watching because he's so fun, he's so silly, he's also so menacing. He does great eyebrow work in this. I think had it not been for him, this movie would have been a lot lower on my list. So would I recommend it? If you have nostalgia for it, / you're curious about it, sure, you can try it. There's definitely worse movies out there, but kind of prepare yourself for a pretty boring experience. If you're Irish, maybe watch it and let me know if you get super offended by it or not. I'm not really sure. It's definitely a silly kids movie, so it's hard to say. But yeah, no, it's just an okay little movie that I don't really recommend. And lastly is Full Court Miracle. This is a 2003 movie, and hot damn is it Jewish. They spend like every other minute just making sure you know that most of the characters in this movie are very Jewish. It's a lot. The basic premise is a group of Jewish teenage boys suck at basketball, so they hire this deadbeat dad black man to make them better, and he does so by yelling at them a lot. So they definitely do some black stereotypes that I'm not a fan of, which made the movie very hard to watch. And like, they really did not want you to forget that this is a Jewish movie. Like, there is one point where it's like a dream sequence and it's a basketball thing, but it's also the story of Moses, and it's like, Jesus Christ, guys, this is a lot. And also, like, the black guy is supposed to be the reincarnation of some famous Jew. It feels weird. It feels kind of icky. I don't know. It's hard to exactly put my finger on what kind of not quite right this movie is, besides being slightly racist towards black people. I will say the main boy has a little girlfriend who is Hispanic, and that was a surprising and fun little tidbit. Felt very New York. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not a good movie. So I did not like this movie, and I don't recommend it. Alrighty, now for today's rankings. First up, we got Double Team sitting at number 102 in the liked section. And then after that is The Luck of the Irish sitting at number 146 in the meh section. And bringing up the rear, rightfully so, is Full Court Miracle sitting at number 164 in the didn't like section. And this is out of a total of 174 old movies so far this year.